No, the
6?
council has to put another one, don't they?
Council can if they
Can
choose
if
to.
we
But they don't
choose to
wanna
do
be
so.
even.
Right, but we won't have any business till after the
Yeah.
reorganization.
When we do the reorganization, that'll be brought up.
Are you ready, Teresa? All right, we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order for the American Rescue Plan Advisory Committee. There's we'll go with approval agenda. And the only thing that I have on agenda is approval of the application. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make the motion.
Okay,
Second.
motion made, second. Everybody in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So, first thing on the agenda, like I said, is to approve the application to give to the Community Foundation, Perry County Community Foundation to get started. We can't start taking applications until we have the plan approved by the commissioners, and that's on the agenda on the 21st. And then the Community Foundation won't be paid until, for their services, until the council approves that appropriation, which will be in January 5th. 5th. So, any discussion on the application for the funds? Anybody good?
Can the community foundation start pending payment from,
If they choose to.
if they choose to?
They have.
They have?
I have
Okay.
contacted them. They have.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I did review it on there were like some extra notes for what was needed for like the nonprofit, and I think it looks good. The only question I have was the certificate of existence, which I think means a business entity report, right?
Certificate of what?
Existence.
Yeah, it's a business entity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just put that in parentheses, just so people
Yeah.
know what that means? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
that
wouldn't-
makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
And are we approving them all at the same time, or are we gonna approve them like individually?
All at once.
All at once, and then they'll be publicized to where the public can look at them, or contact Community Foundation for it.
So, I think we also need to determine, the scoring criteria. I think the community foundation had an idea on how to do that.
Yep.
But I still think we need to meet with them.
Yes.
To find out what our role is.
Yeah, I think in the next part of this process is actually to have them put them in their system, which we just are gonna approve.
Mhm.
If we haven't approved already, I don't think there's been a motion to approve and all that, but anyway. Once that is done, once it's in their system, there's two phases in my mind, generally. One, we're all gonna pretend that we're filling out an application
Mhm.
and make sure it looks the same way online as that we intended to.
Mhm.
The second piece is that we do need to make the rubric, which is the scoring criteria for that. And so, and a couple of the things that are big in there is like what I call the true, false, or yes, no questions, which is like, do they have a business entity? If they don't, then that's automatically kicks them out. We don't have to do any more review after that, right? So there's things like that that we need to nail down with them, and the more of that we do, the better, because they actually do some of that for us. So that makes the workload a little less on us as well. But I think those are the two next steps. If we want to make that part of our agenda on the next meeting, that's great. That's what I would do.
Yeah. So we entertain a motion to approve the application, and then the next step will be to approve giving it to the Community Foundation, right?
I'll make a motion to approve and to provide that information to the community foundation.
Okay.
Second.
Motion made and second. Everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion made second. Carried unanimously. I think that's the conclusion of our business tonight. We get the application
What about
out.
the minutes I sent out, or did you not, didn't know when to see them or
I
read
got
them?
I
Oh,
did.
sorry,
I can
Pam, we
pass.
should approve those.
We did
Yes.
miss that.
Thank you for reminding us.
All right, did everybody get the minutes?
Yes.
I got the one, we got the second one done, we just didn't have time to get it checked and ready, so the other October meeting will be at your next meeting.
Okay.
They're ready, they just have to be checked and corrected before we can give them to you.
Okay.
I motion to approve the minutes as given.
Okay,
I'll second.
okay, motion made and second. Everybody In favor, aye?
Aye.
All right, motion made, second.
I don't think it requires a motion, but Charlie, obviously you have a member to appoint from the
Yeah.
council.
Yes.
Right, it's a reminder that,
On the 5th,
Right.
we'll bring that up.
right, the council because of the resignation of Luke Thomas.
Correct.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Okay, fine.
All
Real
right.
quick, what's our time? Are we still on the same time frame, like, that we had discussed at the last meeting? Do we-
I would
So,
say that we're about a month behind.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is because of the extra steps you have to go through of approving the plan and getting it appropriated by
And
the
then
council.
getting it input. and-
Meeting cycle just killed us, is what happened.
Mhm.
If the commissioners would have met this week before the council,
We could have had it.
we
on.
could have, but it's one of those weird months
Right,
where
it's
that
a-
doesn't happen. Normally, that's the case, but it doesn't happen this month, so.
I'd like to recommend that we get a timeline, maybe confirmed, to provide that information to the paper.
Well, and what's our, did we change our due date then, I guess, when the
Yeah, I think
application
we did.
goes?
All that will have to be moved back, to tell you the truth, by at least a month, so. I think it would be advantageous of us to actually see the online applications and approve them before we
Right.
go and do another timeline. The original timeline was to drive us, right? The reason for that was to make this committee have a purpose and a drive to move forward, right? A deadline. We know that we're a month behind, and we need to do what we can to make it happen.
But at
fast.
least we're still driving that.
Driving it, but we need
Right.
to try to catch up.
If it wasn't for the committee, we wouldn't be driving.
No. So
Right.
but
And then, and, things are changing. I mean, with the approval of the READY program, I mean, our group got approved for 15 million.
Well, yes, 15 million for the region.
Region. Yeah.
And we knew that when we created the original schedule, we knew we were driving ourselves. We knew that that was a push. That was not an easy task to hit that schedule. So I'm not totally upset that we're a little bit behind, but it still gives us
We
a
still
goal.
need to
It still
keep
gives us a
moving.
goal to catch up, right?
Yeah. So we need to schedule our next meeting. Like I said, that will be,
Would it be possible to have it right after the council meeting on the 5th?
is that too soon for anybody?
Probably too soon.
Unless the commissioners,
Well, the commissioner's going to okay it next.
I would suspect on the 21st.
First.
It's on the agenda for the 21st, correct?
no, well, what I was thinking, I don't know if that's where Teresa was going, are the commissioners gonna do their reorganization on the Tuesday, do you think, or are you gonna push yours to do it the same night as the council? Because then yours would be at 6 o'clock.
Just,
Yeah.
I would say we go first on Tuesday we can't make that decision here. It's not
Tuesday's
a
the
commissioners.
4th.
It's not a.
I know, but it's
Yeah.
just kind of an ideal that you need to think about here before you
Yeah.
make your ARP meeting.
The council meeting is not till the 5th.
Right.
Oh,
Generally,
you-
you've both had them back to back, so that's what we're just wondering.
Monday of the month in the evening, but Monday's gonna be our holiday.
Yeah.
So we can meet on Tuesday evening, the commissioners,
Mhm.
and the council meet, and then we could meet after the council
That's-
meeting.
Evening meetings.
That was my proposal.
So
Yes.
here's the thing on that is that by the 5th, we would be asking the Perry County Community Foundation to actually be done and have it on there for us to, and we would have already reviewed it. I don't think that's possible.
Okay, so you want to make it,
You
what,
wanna-
what day in January?
I would make it 13th. That's the following Thursday.
Okay, hold on.
The 13th.
I won't be here that week,
You won't?
but that's okay. This won't be much, unless somebody wants to do it.
I'm good on the 13th.
Let me look, see where I'm at.
You're working every day now.
Yeah. It's easier to pick the days I'm not working than the days I am.
And what time on the 13th?
You want to go earlier or
6 is fine with me.
6?
That's not too late.
Have it anytime you want.
Okay.
The 13th.
6, I'm hearing.
Actually, I'm not scheduled to work that day, so the 13th would work for me.
Okay.
Okay. I'm hitting enter.
12th or 13th, either one.
Okay.
I motion that our next meeting be the 13th at 6 o'clock.
Okay,
Good enough.
all right. Motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion made, second. All in favor of
Charlie and
adjournment?
Tara?
Yes.
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Motion, We're adjourned.
All righty. Thank you all.
Yeah.
So if I learn the live streaming, maybe, because I'm gonna have to